Hey, hey, shalom, shalom. Let me just make sure the live is on. One sec. It takes a minute. Salakia, just checking the live. Okay, looks like we're good. Lower the light a little bit. Okay, all right. So we're all good. So first off, I like to say, Kal Halal, Yahweh Bahashim Yawashai Bahashim Achak Wadash. Thawada Yahweh for giving us Yawashai. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who have the 100% spirit of Yahweh by Shemashai in them. Double honors to the CT bishops, elders of GMS, our big brothers. And greetings and salutations to the Akim in this country and all over the world who are prophesying in the true name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, which is none other than the power of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and anybody who are descendants from those people on their father's side. Shalom to those who are scattered abroad. I'm your Iquab, Lord willing, ushering the King of the universe, all right, which is King Yahushai, son of Abba Yahweh, all right, our Savior, deliverer Yahushai, from the power of our Father, the Father of the nation of Israel, Abba Yahweh, all right. And hey, shalom on the comment board, beloved Akia, GMS in his likeness, Akwath, shalom Akwath, Ara Banath, you know, shalom, beloved Yasharallah, all right. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do. I'm doing live because you know, I'm in. Like I always say I'm in PA. Well, I'm in PA, and it takes a little while to upload these videos. So I just, I want to try this, doing live and see how that works. And we could kind of interact on the comment board, which is good. All right. So anyway, the title of this show, can't make it too long. I gotta wake up real early. But anyway, the title of this show is the first human receives NEURALINK implant. All right. Get used to hearing this kind of news. The new norm. All right. And now this article was sent to me, which I want to read. It was sent to me by Elder Bishop Zakaran. All right. My big brother, our big brother. Okay. My mentor. I always say that. I know he probably getting nervous when I say that. But anyway, Elder Zakaran, he sent me this this article on the first implant, which happened about a week ago. And pretty much everybody knows about that now. Elder Zakaran, he's done a page on it. Okay. Matter of fact, I'll pull up the page in a minute. I gotta pull it up so you can guys get that guy's page, Bishop's page. I'll pull it up in a few. But anyway, to get to the point, what I want to bring out in this video is that, get used to hearing this, because this news is not a fad. It's not a trend. This is something that's gonna you're gonna not only continue hearing about, it's gonna increase. Okay. And why is it going to increase this coverage or this news of implants and human implants, because it is solely biblical prophecy, man. It is the key, one of the key prophecies of our Lord's comeback, of the signs of his coming, but also the prophecy literally dealing with salvation, man, and destruction. Okay, so matter of fact, let me get a quick precept just to explain this, all right, real quick. Then I'm gonna, read some articles on this. So let me get us a precept real quick in Isaiah, right? And this is one of the, what I was thinking about, Lord willing. So this is Isaiah chapter 14. One of my favorite scriptures dealing with prophecy, all right? Because that's what a man of the Lord is, okay? He tells you things before they actually happen, right? Just like the Most High, all right? He says, what I tell you things before, I declare things unto you before they actually happen, okay? Anyway, let's get to the point. Isaiah 14:24, it says, the Lord of hosts have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand. Okay. And again, the Lord of hosts has sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass. And what are the Most High's thoughts? That at the end of the day, his thoughts is for not only for his nation, his people to rule, the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, but to be ruled by none other than his son and our King deliverer, Yahweh Shai. Okay, not only is his thoughts, which is going to carry out, and which is manifesting now, all right, but his thoughts are establishing themselves through prophecy. I'm talking about the Most High's thoughts, all right, which is really prophecy. His main thought is, which is prophecy, is that the nation of Israel, he chose them to be his people, to represent him, and to be his ambassador, but none other than who's going to lead that, who's going to govern his nation, his people, none other than our deliverer Yahweh Shai, okay, which he set up to do, which is his purpose, okay. So it said, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have purposed, so shall it stand. And so the whole thing about this chip news, the RFID chip, and what I don't think is going to get deleted, but the mark of the beast situation, which Elon Musk, he's proven to be the face of that, because the elites, they're using him to be the face of this implantable chip situation, but he's doing it through NEURALINK, but there's many other companies that's jumping on the bandwagon, because this is the wave of the future, the internet of things, right? Being connected wirelessly through a chip inside of a human being, man. Being connected throughout all electronics and technology around the world, all right? But mostly to the elites, all right? So this is the thing that the Lord has set up, and it's actually coming to pass. Now, Aki, and we always talk amongst each other in truth, right? Lord willing, in the spirit of prophecy, and I and other brothers, Aki, we believe. Well, I'll speak myself first. I believe that they've been doing, they've always been doing human trials. I think Elon Musk, he looked like he got a chip in him. He's just a weird looking dude. But well, he's an Edomite. But once Esau says he does something, he pretty much did it already. Okay. And again, shalom to the Akim and Aquath on the comment board. Shalom, beloved family. All right. Aquath of Gad, shalom. Shalom, Aquath. All right. So again, this is happening. Okay. It says, and And as I have purpose, so shall it stand. Now, the word purpose means for something that is set up, right? I'm literally at a desk or I'm sitting on a chair. When this chair was built in a factory, okay, it was made in a factory, it was and finished, right, to be sold to the public. The purpose of a chair is for you to sit on it, right? So when it was made in a factory, or this table right here that I put together, a desk, when you put together a desk, it has a purpose for you to put books on there, a lamp, whatever have you. Same thing with a chair. If you built a chair, it has a purpose for you to sit on it. So the purpose of these prophecies coming to pass, this purpose of these Elon Musk doing human implant trials, and we're moving towards a one world government, which is going to be a digital society, a technocracy, right? You hear the term transhumanism coming up more now. Cyborg is because this is the purpose that the Most High set up to really ultimately determine your salvation and destruction, man. And the key thing that the Lord is going to do to test your integrity, right, to judge you accordingly, is if you're going to take this C-hip or not. Okay. Now, the main thing a prophet of the Lord should be talking about is, of course, building up the church, waking up the elect by any means necessary. Well, no, excuse me, all across the board as far as information is concerned, who you are, what the name of the Most High is, and the Lord, like other groups like to deny. All right. Everything in the scriptures, but the main thing is prophecy we ought to bring out. And the main thing the Lord is making his men bring out is what to warn you against. You know, being tempted, sinning, right? And ultimate temptation is going to be by way of you having a ultimatum to live or to die based on your decision to take something in this world, in this realm, for you to continue living, or what you call living, okay? Because this is not living, okay? You take that C-hip, basically you're losing your life. Well, you already lost it, but on another level, you know, transhumanism is basically you're losing your pineal gland, your biology. You're losing your a sense of your human self, so to speak. All right. But anyway, this purpose of this news that I'm about to go into is for what? Is to show the Most High's prophecy, right? And also to have this be the defining how should I say, the defining reason of one getting saved or not, okay? Or the final proof, even unto death. So I got that one real quick. All right. So let's read this article because I'll end up talking too much. I gotta pull it up. Bear with me. I got one here. Now it's a video as well, so I might just play the video. Okay, I'm gonna play this video. I'm gonna show you this video. I'm gonna show you this video, and then we're gonna read a little bit of this article. So let me show you. Let's see if we can see. All right, let's blow this up. Okay, it says
the brain sends neural signals, and their electrical signals go from one brain cell, one neuron to another. Okay, so and when those signals are developed This phenomenally
Hold on. Well, that's one thing about going live. Let me turn this thing off real quick. Let's log out there. Let me just All right, so let's go back to this. Yep. This happens when you go live. There we go.
King Charles III has been diagnosed with a form of cancer and has been.
All right, now this is just Satan acting up. I'm trying to play this video. All right, I just lost it. I don't know what happened. Let's just read. Anyway, it says Elon Musk says the first human has received the implant from NEURALINK, but other details are scant. Right? It says New York. Right? According to Elon Musk, this is written on the 31st of January by Wyatt Grantham Phillips and Laura Unger. It says, according to Elon Musk, the first human received an implant from his computer brain interface company NEURALINK over the weekend. In a Monday post on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, Musk said that the patient received the implant the day prior and was recovering well. He added that initial results show promising neuron spike detection. Right? It says the billionaire who co-founded NEURALINK did not provide additional details about the patient disease. And mind you, now we just read this happened. They announced in 2022. Where is it at? Yeah, announced in September, right? In 2023. And what was that 2023 called? Coined by Apostle Zahar through the Spirit, was what? That all the prophecies of the hopeful year, that all the prophecies have come to pass. And I believe, again, that title of that year, it did. Okay? Meaning, in the way I see it, through the Spirit, Lord willing, is that all the major prophecies were commenced in the year of 2023, meaning that they were set forth. Right? Someone hit the start button, man, on this. Another example of that, or my best example of that, would be the WEF meeting, World Economic Forum, by Carl Schwab's and etc., saying that, they discuss future economic events and plans of the world's economy, and the thing that, of course, they talk about events that they're going to plan out for that year and what they tend to do. I believe they commenced when they were going to do a lot of their New World Order plans, which is the main thing, is to chip the whole world. All right. Which I'm going to get as well. Try the whole world. Okay. Along with other ones, like, Jacob's Trouble, like we call, but I believe, a lot of things were commenced, like martial law, because that's all being, engineered, so to speak. Civil war. All right. We're at the door of that. Famines, we're at the door of that, etc. A collapse of the system, we're at the door of that, because there is no New World Order or any solution without the system collapsing. All right, that's part of design, the design, because the chip is going to come in as a savior, to the world. Right, it's going to be an incentive to your life. All right, so it says NEURALINK is one of the many groups working on linking the nervous system to computers, efforts aimed at helping treat brain disorders, overcoming brain injuries, and other applications. There are more than 40 brain-computer interface trials underway, according to clinical trials. right? But at the end of the day, they're going to, again, like the devil does, deceive you into thinking that it's for your benefit when it's literally for your destruction, all right? In a spiritual sense, your damnation, man. You're going to burn in the fire if you take this chip or MOTB or look at this news lightly, okay? Let's go to another article. And like I said, you know, this is not gonna, you know, like simmer, man. This news, it's not gonna go away. It's not a fad. It's not a trend. All right, it will only increase, which will prove biblical prophecy. Let's play another small clip here. Play another clip.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition. Honestly, my mind is blown. I know this was coming, but actually when you read it first thing in the morning or you see it on X, you kind of think, wow, it's really happening. So, I mean, is this good or bad?
It is happening. Well, and look at her face, all right? Yeah, it's not good. Okay? Because that's the question people think. They're quickly applied to, you know, this kind of news of putting chips into people and things of that nature, brain implants, right, to be connected through a computer database. Is that morally right?
Yeah, hopefully it's a good development, and obviously.
See, when you have to ask that question, they already know it's not right. This damn demon right here.
He wants to develop these kind of technologies in a kind of safe and responsible way for humankind. So hopefully he's going to be treated that. But it's very early stage, and there's a huge amount of trials and an evaluation to kind of to take place before we're kind of anywhere for this to kind of be a mainstream development. But the kind of, I guess the thing that's exciting for me is kind of obviously it's helpful for people from a health perspective, yes. but the potential to extend these kind of technologies into mainstream kind of consumer electronics, the evolution of the smartphone is something we talk about all the time.
Yeah, see, they said converting this into the mainstream. All right, so again, like the title reads, the new norm. This is going to be normalized. All right, you're gonna this information or news coverage is going to increase with people getting implanted. Man, it's not going to go away.
And with these kind of technologies can be adapted to kind of evolve, that kind of technology would be quite something.
But can it? And I'm kind of with you, right? It's immensely exciting and a massive opportunity for people that need to communicate that haven't been able so far. Mm-hmm. I guess who regulates it is then becomes a consumer good like you buy.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of because it blurs both the health side and the technology side, and there could be lots of different agencies involved and other stuff involved. So I think it's an incredibly complex field.
See, lots of different agencies involved. So it's not only NEURALINK, which is supposedly the first company to have human trials. There are other competitors that are doing this as well. You know what I mean? So it's going to be, just like how you buy something at the store, you can get that version in many different brands. Same thing with this C-hip situation, man. Okay, and by the way, where's IUIC when you need them to explain these kind of things, huh? Right? Are these other camps talking about this? Well, you know GMS is through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai. We are. This is what we're known for, okay, through the spirit. And this is one of the major things that, like Apostle always says, right, that's going to wake the majority of people up to who the men of the Lord are, man. All right? Because it shadowed without a doubt that starting with the apostles of GMS and on down, we've been talking about the chip. That's our main topic, okay? Because it's the main prophecy. All right. Let's start playing this dummy. Let's see who else we can. Let me get one more video, and I just want to get to these scriptures. Let's play this one.
Hi, I'm Nicole Hockley from Sandy Hook Promise. I know this is hard to hear, but it's important.
This morning, a brain chip has been successfully implanted in a human, according to Elon Musk. The tech titan sharing a big breakthrough from his brain science startup company, NEURALINK, saying it has implanted a device in a human for the first time, a possible step toward a product that Musk says enables control of your phone or computer and through them almost any device just by thinking.
Imagine the joy of connecting with your loved ones, browsing the web, or even playing games using only your thoughts.
Musk posting
I mean, joy. I mean, the Most High made it, you know, our body's the way it is, fine, man, the way it is. I mean, well, you know, the human body is made of sin. You know, we're about to get an upgrade, the elect and the whole nation of Israel, right? But how things are, as far as communicating and all that, how the human body works, it doesn't need to upgrade, man. Actually, if you take this, you become a cyborg or you transform yourself into a transhuman. You know, you're losing yourself. All right, there's no joy in that by losing yourself, but not using your brain and your own brain power to think.
Day, the first human received an implant from Neuralink yesterday and is recovering well. The initial results, he added, showed promising neuron spike detection, but Musk gave no additional details about the procedure, the patient, or the device the company implanted. Musk writing, initial users will be those who have lost the use of their limbs, discussing his vision for Neuralink back in 2019.
This, I think, has a very good purpose, which is to cure important diseases and ultimately to help secure humanity's future as a civilization.
For decades,
Yeah, all right, my man. Yeah, you're gonna be destroyed. All
scientists have worked on similar ideas for brain-computer interfaces, but for many, a microchip in the brain feels like something out of a movie, like 2015's Kingsman: The Secret Service, where Samuel L. Jackson plays an eccentric billionaire who tries to control the world using neural implants.
Mankind is a black,
which involves frequency as well. You know, they show you that in the movie. Damn, what is this? Damn, I can't forget it right. The Signal. It's not The Signal. Oh, it's The Cell. The Cell. The water innovation shot. Yeah, The Cell. You know, The Cell. The movie The Cell, but I think with John Hugecack, or I forget his name. Cusack, the guy who played in 2012. I know I'm butchering that name. John Cusack, I think. And this movie, they're like similar. Kingsman, this was a good movie. Showed you a lot of things, but you know, again, at least talked you through the movies as we know.
the cure.
As science fiction gets closer to reality, Musk is hoping a groundbreaking experimental device can help transform everyday lives. As for Neuralink's future, it's important to note the clinical trial is just one step on the startup's path towards commercialization, and testing will still take about 6 years to complete. Several companies have tested brain implants on humans, driving questions and concerns around safety, regulation, and where this technology could go. We've reached out to Neuralink for more information on the procedure, but have not heard back.
So many questions.
Yeah.
So many questions. Just the beginning. Emily, thank you.
Thanks, Em. All right, let's turn to Mr. Roker. Got to
Yeah, he had enough sense to say so many questions.
check in the forecast.
All right.
Hello.
Oh, hold on. That's your plan? I've got a fax coming in. Saw it coming. Saw it coming. All right. I'm sorry. Yes, thank you.
You know, whatever, man. Anyway, let's just get to reading these articles. You know, so everything's a joke to people in the world. You know, that's how you know we got thin, because you know nobody takes anything seriously. You know, not everything's a laughing matter. All right, but in this world, in this mainstream news, it is. Okay, it won't be a laughing matter when you got a gun you never saw before. All right, in your face, telling you to take it or die. All right. Matter of fact, there's so many scriptures popping mad. I don't know where to go first. I'll save the. Let me. Where am I gonna go first? Let me go to. Been a prophet among them. Then this one is cometh to pass. I gotta pull it up real quick. Salakia. I think it's Ezekiel 33. I mean, because this computer's acting slow. unless somebody want to put on the comment board real quick. When this cometh to pass, then shall you know there's been a prophet among them. One sec. I know it's in Ezekiel. Okay, yeah, that was all right. So Ezekiel 33 and 33, it reads, again, when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. All right, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. And again, you know, when this is implemented, when this is mandated, okay, that's when people are going to wake up, which is going to be too late, that you know, it's been an actual prophet of Yahweh Shema Shai, what you call God in the earth, man. Right, that God is real. The Bible, that the prophecy and the scriptures are real, brought up by the prophets. It's going to know who the real prophets are, man. All right. And like Apostle always said to the Spirit, then people are going to lose their minds. All right. It might even go after the lives of the false prophets that told them that nothing about it. Okay. So you false prophets, man, you're going to be hunted down by your own congregation, you know, probably, man, because you lied to them about the chip. Too busy about having debates and rap battles and selling T-shirts. Okay. What was I looking for? I got that one. Let's go to Revelation. I'll just get it right now. Revelation 13. I'm just gonna read it real quick. It says, verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, right, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, right, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had that mark, which is that charagma, all right, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right, this is very clear, man. All right, to the elect, all right, to ones who believe, and that no man might buy or sell, because, you know, remember, this is nothing more. We always go through it every week. Nothing more than the universal product code. Okay, I got one right here in this book here. All right, that's a universal product code there, with the numbers encoded, encrypted 666. All right, and matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the comment board to read some stuff, and whatever scriptures you got, you know, post so I could you know, read them. Right, so it says, and no man, we all know this, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had that mark, that charagma, right, which really goes back to, you already know what, and also the Greek word grapho, which means, or goes back to charax, which means to, you know, to implant, not implant, but to prick, to pierce, right. Charax goes back to, I believe, grapho in the Greek, which means the writings. Okay, so, you know, this implant that's in yet, like that Elon Musk is heading towards the world, and other competitive companies are in the race to introduce this to the world, right? They're going to have the records. A record is a writing. They're going to have information in these chips. Okay, just no different from a chip in your computer. All right, a chip in your car. Right, it has information on there. All right, about who you, about what the car is, how many miles it has, or what if it chips in the computer, is going to have information about that particular computer. So no different than people in the world, man. This implant, right, is going to have the writings, the grapho in this device that's going to be implanted in you, man. Remember, Carl Schwab's already said it in the WEF meeting, the World Economic Forum, to say that he said it, that everybody's going to have it. The whole world's going to have it, and I'm going to be able to communicate and see what you're thinking. You're going to see what I'm thinking, what we're feeling, where we could be interconnected, right? That's how they advertise it towards you, okay? But the Lord already gave us those connections, through the Spirit on certain levels, man. We already have the mind to connect with people, have a good sense of people. It's called intuition, right? But Esau's always going to advertise things to you in a presto fashion, because this world is vain, right? Because it's much more than just having access to opening your door or a refrigerator, or getting to your car with no keys, or to your home, the perks of that, or going shopping with no money, right? Preventing a robbery. But this really involves total control from the elite banking families, all right, which is the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, all right, the Edomite devils of the world, okay, who have an agenda, a New World Order agenda, to control the whole world and do away with the Most High's people, but to control the whole world and make them their slave, make them worship them in their setup, which is a demonic setup, the New World Order, right? So it all goes back to controlling the minds of the people. They just want to play. They want to be gods. They already got all the money. They want something. They want your soul. They want your spirit. They want to be gods, man, right? They want to be like a god, but they're not, but a mortal worm man, the wicked. So it says, right, I'll read it, we already know this. That no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, right? Here is wisdom, let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And that beast again represents that system, that system of Esau, man, which is wickedness, which goes back to their whole philosophy of really idolatry. Esau's so stupid that he doesn't even know that the MOTB, or the Charagma, is a digital idol. If you really think about it, it's still idolatry. It's still something that they made from their hands, right? And they're looking at it as a savior, no different from a statue or a Buddha statue that nations pray to save them and their family, right? This is the same thing with this. Like I said, like I like to say, the digital all. Well, Apostle R coined that. The digital all. Excuse me, not digital all. I'm sorry. The digital idol. All right. Now that I said all, I'm almost done. Let me get another poignant, powerful scripture to explain this, man. This is one of my favorite ways to explain it, right? Because what the MOTB, what it really enacts is, or where, how should I say, it replicates a law in the scriptures, right? It replicates a law in the scriptures. I believe it's Exodus 21. And okay, right here, 21:6. And I'll just read it. It all boils down to, I'll just read it. We'll read Exodus chapter 21, verse 5. It reads, and if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, right? Let's start from verse 1 real quick. Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. if thou, reading the law here of Yahweh Shemashai, it says, if thou buy an Hebrew servant 6 years, he shall serve, and in the 7th shall go out free for nothing, like the year of Jubilee, to be free. Because in the holy laws of our customs from Yahweh Shemashai, you know, we had a system in place to take care of the individual, their families, and the whole society of Israel, man, of the nation of Israel. It's a perfect system, meaning that the Lord set it up where every man in the nation of Israel had, according to the law, would have a trade, so to speak. And you would be trained in that particular trade for a certain amount of years. You know, for the most part, it's mostly, you know, farming or cultivating land or keeping your land and maintaining it. But you had specialized trades as well within that field of farming. You know, blacksmith, whatever have you, or etc. stuff I can't think about. Right. So in our customs, we would serve just like you know, going to college and you get your degree. Right after you go to college and your school, you have tutors and teachers, and you go to certain what's the word? Apprentice programs, things of that nature. After your apprenticeship or your journeyman, you know, you become an actual, you get a certificate. So that's kind of what, like, we're kind of the most excited explaining. After your 6 years in your 7th year, you know, you get your certificate. You got your own trade now, all right? But it boils down to something. But you would have a decision. You could either continue your own business with what you've learned for the past 6 years, or you can stay with your master, right, and not depart from him. You could become a joint partnership with him, similar to our forefather Jacob, you know, which has, as the story goes, where he worked for Leah 7 years and another 7 years for Rachel. Okay. It says, if his master, excuse me, yeah, verse 2, if thou buy a Hebrew servant 6 years, he shall serve, and in the 7th he shall go out free for nothing. If he come in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. We'll get to the point. If his master given him, let's get to the point, verse 5. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, this is the point, I love my master, my wife, my children, I will not go out free. So this is what we're reading. So remember, correlate this with the chip, with the MOTB. It's still the same, how should I say, it's still the same thing, okay? Meaning it all has to do with loving your master, okay? Now listen to this. It says, verse 6, and then his master shall bring him unto the judges. He shall also bring him to the door, or unto the door post, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl, and he shall serve him forever. So if that man did not want to depart and start his own thing and say, you know, I want to stay with my master. I love it here. I don't want to start nowhere else. I want to stay with my master. I want to serve him. I love him. Then you would have to prove that, right? And they would get a tool, an awl, right, to bore your ear, which means to make a hole, like the meat, like the deli meat boar's head, right? They would put a hole in your ear, okay, with the awl. And awl, that's what we call, like Apostle R coined the MOTB, the digital awl, because an awl is a sharp pricking tool, all right, that they have on this side, which is going to put that chip in your body, all right? So it says, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl and shall serve him forever. So that's what it boils down to, that if you take that mark, you telling the Most High, and you telling Esau, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, etc., that I want to serve this new order society. I want to serve the Rockefellers. I want to serve the Edomites. I don't want to. I want to get a mark, right? MOTB, and I want to serve you for life, right? And that's what that is. That's what it boils down to, right? So, but the ones who believe in the Most High, Yahweh Shemai Shai, right? We got a mark too. Let me read you that mark. But we're not taking a mark of the charagma. We taking a mark of what? And it has the word literally mark in there. Ezekiel 9:4. Straight to the point, it reads, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, right? Talking about the Most High's people, his people, and set a mark upon the foreheads of them. See, forehead too. That's kind of heavy. It still mentions forehead. You see, well, I got a 5 head, but and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sign that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So, you know, that in our forehead represents our mind, you know, what's on our mind, right? And what's on our mind is the Spirit of the Lord, right? The faith of Abba Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai. And even that implantable device, that's supposed to control your minds, right? That's what it's called NEURALINK. Neurons deal with your brain development and enhances the way you think, your mind on higher levels, right? So so just wanted to point that out, man. That's one of my favorite scriptures to go back and show you what this boils down to. It really boils down to saying, look, if you take that, I love Esau, I love the system, I love the New World Order, I want to take it, I want to serve this system for life. I don't want to be saved in the chariots. I want nothing to do with the Bible or this truth. You know what I mean? This is my God, this world, but not to the elect. All right, we in the last days, and what really not what you telling the Most High when you take that is that I don't want you. Okay, I want the Esau system, right? But you want the mark of Ezekiel 9:4, right? And that mark is what? What's the proof of that? Is the ones crying and sighing. What's crying out? According to Proverbs, the 1st chapter, 1:20, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet. I'm mixing it up. That's Isaiah 58. Let me just get it before I mess it up. All right, this is Proverbs 1:20, real quick. It says, wisdom crieth without. So that's right. That's what that crying is in Ezekiel 9:4, right? That wisdom or that cry is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Holy Spirit, man. And that in its perfection is prophecy. All right, prophecy. That's the wisdom of the Lord. And men prophesy. Men of the Lord prophesy. Right? She uttereth her voice in the streets. Right? See, in the streets. Right? She cried in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates in the city. She uttered her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in the scorning, and the fools hate knowledge, right? Because you don't want to hear the Lord's correction. Well, it says it. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make my notes, my words known unto you. You know, so you didn't want to learn. You didn't want to be corrected about the Most High's prophets, to not take this implantable device, to not hear his word, to not hear the prophets, right? But the ones who adhere to the Most High, there's a reaction, and that's going out there in the streets, right? And prophesying, warning to the people about all the abomination be done in the midst of. That's the mark you want, Ezekiel 9:4. All right, and that's what you want in your mind. All right, and it starts with, you can't get that without the name, man. Without the name of Yahweh Shemai Shai, going out there and prophesying, man, and warning the people, man. Warning Israel. Okay, almost done. Okay, so there was another I was thinking about. Oh, let me get one more. The whole world should be tried. I think that's in Revelation. Then I'll read some comments. I mean, some scriptures. You got whole world. Let me see. whole world be tried. I know it's in Revelation. I think it's 3rd chapter. I can't. Let me look it up. I kind of forget where it is. The whole world should be tried. The whole world should be tried.
According to Merriam-Webster, that ought to be.
Looking for the scripture. Let me see if it's in the comment. No. Real quick. In the Bible, the whole world shall be tried. So Revelation, I think.
According to Bible.com, Revelation.
Yeah, Revelation 3 and 10. Yep, I knew it was 3. So real quick, right? It says, again, the title of this show is First Human Receives Neuralink Implant. Get used to hearing this kind of news. The new norm. All right. So it can't be normalized if the whole world don't know about it. The whole world's going to know about it, which proves that they're going to normalize this. They're going to increase the coverage on this kind of topics, man. It says, Revelation 3 and 10, it reads, because thou hast kept the words of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, right? Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, and that means suffering. Not only in your whole belief, the whole time you believed in the Lord, whether it be 30, 25 years, 30, 25, 40 years, 10, 15, 5, 2 years, okay? To believe in the Lord, you got to suffer. And that's what it means to be patient. Patient means to suffer. Okay? So, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Right? Because since we kept our integrity and kept our faith, all the stuff we went through in our lives, we already know what we're going through. Right? Family, kids, money, job, home, etc. Right? Many easy ways for our lives to be disrupted, man, and to affect us mentally, right? Where you just want to kill yourself, right? But in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, men of the Lord are not going to do that. No matter what we go through, no matter what a man of the Lord goes through, he's going to persevere through faith, okay? And it takes patience to do that, okay? So it says, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, right? Which shall come upon the whole world, upon all the world, okay? All the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay, that's very clear, man. Okimeni, earth, right? The whole world's going to be tested, okay? Tempted. What's the word here? Tempted. It didn't say, tempted means to be pulled away from, your rational thought, okay? Where you go off and break a law, right? So it's literally, you're breaking a law, right? If you take that MOTB, the Most High's law, because number one, you can't, according to the law, you can't break the skin. There's no cutting of the flesh, right? And second of all, the number one law in the scriptures is what? Exodus 21, 20 and 1 or 20 and 2, put no God before me, right? I am the only God, the only power, right? That's the first commandment. Put no other God before me, right? So and a God really means a power. So if you as an Israelite choose to serve or follow another power other than the power of the Most High through his son, all right, you have sinned, okay? You have broken the commandment. Okay. So that's it with that. Let me go to the comment board and see what we see. Okay. I got here Shalom Akim, mighty brother Gemus in his likeness. It says 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, For we are not ignorant of his devices. That's right, man. You know, Project Blue Beam, MK Ultra, the TV itself. That ain't nothing but a Satan's toolbox right there. The Satan tube. You know, TV. Which is, that's another whole breakdown of that. But these are all devices, man. But the ultimate device, by way of technology, that these damn demons want to, how should I say, implement their new world order, their fake order, is putting a device in you, a literal device. Okay, but again, lest Satan should get an advantage of, and that's another key word, Satan. Satan means against truth. So the ones that are, you know, the ones that are going to be tempted to go off are the ones who are making you to be tempted to go off and forcing you to take this mandate. Is a spirit that's against truth. Okay, and the truth of the matter is, we're not to cut our flesh, our skin. You know, that's a law. I don't need to go through it again. The number one law is not to put no other god before you. All right, and that's what you do if you take that MOTB. Okay. I did forget to bring out one thing. Elder Nas at the camp, which that should be premiering tomorrow, GMS 58-1. He looked up a word in Revelation 13:6, okay, which proves the mandate part. Because when you go to Revelation 13:6, Revelation 13:16, let me get it again to find that word. It says, he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their forehead and the hand in their forehead. Oh yeah, so when you look at the word causeth, it goes back to a Greek word. Matter of fact, let me look up real quick, which means to force or to make. You see? Let's look that up real quick. I'm trying to stop, but I can't. I gotta wake up in 3 hours, man. 3-4 hours. Blue letter. Let's get this last point, because that was kind of heavy. You brought out at camp, you know. That the word he causeth, the word causeth goes back to force, which proves that which proves it's being mandated, right? Because when you mandate something, they know you can't combat it, man. You gotta follow it. So let me get this word for you real quick. You know, Kal Halal Yahweh Shemashai. Like, I mean, how long we know about this scripture, man? We always learn about it. But again, you know, when he brought that out, I didn't know that. I was like, oh wow, look at that. I mean, I speak for myself. I didn't know that. Causeth. Let's go to causeth. All right. I'm about to read for you the Greek. Revelation 13:16. And he causeth. What's that say right there? G4160. Let's play it. If you get here.
Strong's G 4160. Poeo.
Okay. Poel in the Greek, which means, let's look, to make. Okay. Excuse me. To make, bring forth, commit, cause, work, show, bear, keep, fulfill, deal, perform. Okay. So again, when it says he called this, let's read it again. You know, like I said, we just Elder Nas brought it out at camp, and that was pretty heavy. Looked at that word. That's why it's more to look up words, right? So again, Revelation 13:16, and he causeth who? The devil, Esau, the elites, right? It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their forehead, right in their right hand, or their foreheads. So again, when we look at that word causeth, we can put the word he make he make all, both small and great. Right? He's gonna make the whole. He's gonna make you do it. You ain't gonna have no choice, man. He's gonna make you commit to taking it or not. He's gonna cause you to do it. Okay, so the key word is make. See if I see something else. Ooh, to make one do something. I mean, come on, man. All right, that's plain. So that's what it means when we say that the chip one is going to be mandated. A mandate means to make you do something. So right there, you could just put the word mandate, and he mandate all, both small and great. Or he's going to make everybody. What it say here? To make one do something. So we could say, he maketh everybody do to take both small and great this chip. Okay. So that was it there. All right. I'm not too sure how much I want. Oh, let me get a scoop on the comment board. This is from let me see what says. GMS in his likeness. 1 Timothy 6:20 says, Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and opposition signs of falsely so called. Again, Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane. Right? Profane means what? Outside of the temple, right? Or before the temple. Okay, pro means before, like you got a professional basketball league, right? That means the professional basketball league, which is an NBA or any professional league. Pro, the prefix means before. So the professional basketball league or baseball league or NFL league, they're before any other play that comes after them. All right, in performance, all right, in ability. So they're professionals at what they do. So again, the word, it says, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane. So pro means before. Fane comes from the word temple. So profane. So avoid the ones that speak out of the temple means the church. You know, the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai. So avoid the ones that don't speak in the spirit of the Lord, man. Who don't speak what they would be saying in the holy temple of the Lord. All right. So avoid profane and vain babblings, or just like the word prophet. The word prophet means what? Before say, right? So pro again means something that's before you, all right? Before anything else. So the prophets, what do? They prophesy of prophecies. They prophesy of things before they prophesy and say things before they actually take place, right? So it says, avoid profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, falsely so called, right? The ultimate science is the knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai. That's what science is. That word is abused in this world because all the world science goes back to is knowledge. And I remember years ago, when we first got in, that hit me like an epiphany. Like when I learned that there's no greater science than prophecy, right? Because that's the ultimate knowing pertaining to the word. Science means knowledge or knowing. What is more knowing or telling than prophecy, right? We're not telling you things in real time, explaining things in the now. We're explaining things in the future that's gonna manifest in your life in the now, you know. But again, the prophets explain things before they happen. All right. So against the true knowledge of the prophecies falsely so called. So anybody who speaks anything against this or against what this obvious truth about what the MOTB is, avoid it, man. All right. Or don't even want to talk about it. Talk about it's a bargaining agreement, or they changing up their story every week. That's a key sign of a liar. All right. Because someone who doesn't lie keeps the story straight all the time. No matter how many times you ask him, no matter how many different ways you ask the question, the answer is always the same with someone who tells the truth. And, you know, with the apostles of GMS and on down, that's what proves we're the prophets of the Lord, Lord willing. You know, I pray I am, hopefully elect, that the story hasn't changed. All right. Starting with the apostles, it hasn't changed. Okay. We're not saying it's none other what it is. MOTB. Don't take it. Right. It literally deals with your salvation and destruction, man. No matter what you do in this truth, you take it, you're done. All right. Okay. So I don't see any other scriptures on there on the comment board. Hey, Shalom, Elder Manatazak out of South Carolina. Shalom, beloved brother. Shalom out there. All right. All right. So that's pretty much it. You know, the Wadi Yabashimashar for me to do the show. For Elder Zakaran sending me the article, you know, a few days. This was last week he sent it to me. And for me to do it now. Bring out the info. But again, my thing, what I wanted to really bring out is that, again, pertaining to the title, that get used to hearing this kind of news. That's my main thing from this through the Spirit, right? Which is going to prove biblical prophecy. Is going to prove Yahweh Ba'ashim Ashai, man. Okay, so get used to it. This is not going away. Again, this is not a fad. This is not a trend. Okay, this is going to be normalized. So much so around the whole world. We just read the scriptures, Revelation 3 and 10. The whole world is going to be hip to this, man. Okay. And the scary thing and the beautiful thing is, well, not beautiful because it's proving you're wicked. A lot of people they're gonna run to this, man. It's not even gonna be that hard. That's the crazy thing, you know. They're gonna run to take this MOTB. You know, so hey, pray you don't take it. Okay. I pray I have the strength not to take it. You know, I can say hands down I won't, but hey, you never know, man. You know, that's why we gotta pray every day. Just keep that confidence. You know, pray fast, do what we got to do in the Spirit. Go on the highways and byways, right? Because that enacts your faith, man. That stamps in your faith. All right. To not take this hip unto death. All right. All right. So with that, I pray you were edified. Trying to see if I missed any other points. I think that was it. You know, just again to say this is the new norm, man. So me personally, I can't wait till not wait, but like they keep ramping this news up. You know, they keep going with it. You know, because it's only going to prove Yahweh Shema Shai, man. And people are slowly wake up. And you see when people look at the coverage, everybody's nervous about it. They're not really confident about it. Oh, is this good or bad? Well, why would you even have, if you have to ask a question like that, you already know it's not good. All right. Hey, Shalom, sister Akwath, Yaradan. I haven't seen you in a while. Shalom. Okay. But shalom, beloved Akim. Shalom, beloved Yarsha Allah. All right. Hey, man, this is a beautiful thing, man. This beautiful thing that this is happening, that this is actually happening. Okay. So man, every day that goes by, we already know. Okay, but the Lord's manifesting Himself, man. So if there's a brain implant that just took place, what does that mean? It's happening. It's happening, man. You know. So, and then when we looked at the word causeth, which in the Greek was porero, which means to make. So once that chip is mandated, which means to make, to force, time to look up, man. Yahweh Shai is near. Okay. But we close, man. So, man, this is great news. Okay. So with that, Kal halal, Yahweh Bahashim, Yahushai Bahashim, Rachwak Wadash. So Wada, Yahweh, for giving us Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, who have the 100% spirit of Yahweh Shemai Shai in them. Double honors to the CT, bishops, elders of GMS, our big brothers. And salutations to you, Akim, there, pushing his word in this country and all over the world, prophesying the true name of Yahweh Shemai Shai, man. Okay? Now I'm getting excited about to get finish the video, but I'm getting excited just the thought, you know, just while I was speaking. I know I'm talking too much. That it's actually happening, man. Okay, so I can't wait to hear about more implants. People taking more news about this. You know what I mean? Okay. Hey, shalom, shalom to Akim who shared this video. Shalom to all Israel, man. Okay. Yeah, man. When was how to keep the faith, stay strong. We're going through some shit, but only to make us better. All right. We're gonna keep the words of Yahweh Shemai Shai, patience, man. We're not like these other dummies camps, as you can see what's going on in Israel. Okay. And we're doing our job as men of the Lord to warn you. Okay, because we love Yahweh Shemai Shai, and you show proof of not taking that thing, man. We don't want none we don't want to be part of it. No man of the Lord, a man of the Lord don't want to be part of this society. Has nothing to offer but death. Nothing's greater than the offering of the promises that the Lord give us, and nothing's greater than the offer of Yahweh Shai to bring us into the kingdom, man. You know, so Kal Halal now, Kal Halal. In the year Jacob's trouble, I'm gonna get off. I'm excited. So Shalom.